Alright, I was thinking of discussing this with Donkz, but he wasn't here for the
Yes.
duration.
It could happen now.
All right, discuss it with me now.
Okay, so I can tell you now, we are going to die if we fight Vienna. Don't even think about it. And I have no idea what this other thing is. So I think our best option is to actually just run.
What else? I have a plan. He might not like us running, and that's no good now, is it, Chief? I have a plan. So Grim, my bowling ball, is it alive? It's alive, yes?
Nah, just hear laugh.
It's
It's like
it's
the
laughing and it
sound
won't sleep.
What? I didn't hear all that. I heard
It's
both of you at the same time.
laughing, but it's not alive, right?
Yeah, it just laughs every time you use it.
Oh god.
I see.
You know I'm gonna post this online, right? I'm trying to keep it clean
Grim here.
with soundboards on it. Jeesh. Oh, Lord.
Sorry.
You
Sorry.
all right, you got me.
Well, first of all, we want to escape. He might not like us escaping.
Oh, but Kuwami will love all of the eight.
Kwame wants to escape, but the beastie, the brother of Vienna, the demon king himself, or one of
Like,
those
what the
things,
hell is this? I say we,
could be perhaps.
let's fly. Oh wait, I don't have to branch, never mind. Oh no, I'm messing up my characters. Wait,
I'm gonna quickly speak with Vienna for one moment. Vienna, as I look over her, that beast of your brother, he from what you know of him before his these recent changes, what do you know of him, Vienna?
My brother. He was well, he was a force to be reckoned with. She kind of drops to her feet at this point, sort of prepares her hands with some embers kind of floating in these motes of flame around her wrists and her hands. They just float around, and she points it at the ground. And at her right hand, there seems to be these pebbles doing the same exact thing, and she points that at the ground. And she just seems to prepare. Excuse me. Wow. Pardon me. But she does say, and before I continue, I have to get this book now. This is that. Open to here. But Bigoim is definitely not something you want to get in the bad side of. She's kind of looking at him, and yeah, other than that, do you guys do anything as he's stretching and getting ready to wake up? He is waking up. He's going to be awoken in 0.2 seconds. So is that what you just inquired about him? Does Kuwami do anything? Does she do anything with the siren? Do you walk away from this thing? You are pretty close to it. It is stretching, and a lot of that fluid seemed to have passed through you. It didn't touch you. It just waited about you, and eventually accumulated to make this thing. It's basically like he's a ooze, is what you can kind of amount it to. If it was a very thick ooze,
Okay.
an accumulation of blood.
You
maybe?
remember, last session, I think I cast a rope trick, right?
Did you?
I think I did. I was trying to reach up to the machine. Or did it just fall down?
Yeah, it just came down. It was because it was attacking things, but I was playing it that it was attacking the martial players up in the front. You guys aren't really in front of it like that.
Well, I'm dead.
You could back away. You could.
I'm going to back away, like 50 feet back away.
Yeah.
Like behind this pillar.
Emando just sort of.
Iman in here?
Yeah, Emando is right there.
Ah, right. You changed his icon. I couldn't recognize him first time.
He's still there. He's sort of curious and steps up a little closer, checking out the area. Have noticing that it was in flames moments ago, but Beagleman sort of lurches forward. Ugh. It has been a while since I breathed air, tasted it. There's food here. Kind of looking around. What is this? Where am I? Who controls this plane? Sort of looks around. Answer me, I can sense you. Iman.
He's blind. He seems like he's blind.
Ima Andolia gives clears his throat. This is the planet Ayala. I'm still in this decrepit place. This machine didn't go far, huh? Useless piece of shit. He sort of digs into the metal pieces have all like been scattered about, mostly all in the same space, being heavy metal, just debris. And as he touches it, the debris, this galleon light that seems to be formed as this monstrosity, it sort of shifts and turns. It breaks and bends. It becomes full Transformers and turns into a big gun in his hand, and he's holding it. He's like, okay. Not the last thing. And he digs his left hand in that same big gun, and he sort of just breaks a piece off. And that piece sort of recovers within it. It seems thinner, the gun now, but he puts the metal on his face, essentially. And it forms into some sort of... It looks like lines across his face, sort of like hair follicles, maybe, I want to say. Tattoos, silver tattoos on a draconic face that seems to, it has eyes, but seems to be unable to see until it says, there are many of them. What is the reasoning of this congregation, I wonder? He sort of casually lets the weapon down, having already been formed into a full thing, and he just kind of props it down, holds it as he's kind of hanging out in this space. Donkz, he's just slightly bigger than you.
Slightly bigger than me.
Just slightly. You both are large individuals.
He doesn't seem that much of this person yet, so I don't think we have to do anything just yet. I think. That's my opinion.
Do you guys answer him? He's asking, why is everyone here?
Kuwami is still hiding behind the pillar.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have a line of sight of Kuwami?
I mean, you can see her hiding behind, I say.
Do you have your mask on?
No.
You don't?
I don't have my mask on.
Then yeah, you could probably see her.
Yep.
I'm doing hand gestures, just like, what do we do without actually speaking? There's like 5 people there. They can probably find something to do with them, but I'm cracking.
I rolled a 16, so that's a 30-20. It's going to turn towards you and trying her damn hardest not to stare at this damn nightmare and do like a shaky shrug. Or like that shrug and shake her head like, I don't know.
Alright, so I don't want to anger this guy. He seems pretty agitatable, right?
I think everyone here is agitated.
Do you guys wish to make insight checks?
Yes.
Okay.
I gotta level up my wisdom, man. I wanna figure out if people are lying more.
This
Oh no.
This guy's demeanor is that of a doe. It might just get spooked off if you raise your voice to it.
Oh, shit, don't give me that type.
Yeah.
Wait, can I try on both this guy and Yenna?
Yeah, just roll an insight check.
Yeah. I want to see how hostile and how dangerous they are. Like, are they going to kill us within 2 seconds?
Are they capable of it? Yes. Have they
Yes.
done it so far? No. Yenna
no.
Yenna seems to be somewhat familiar with Donkz, at least the way she's telling them to shut up and shit. But she's talking to him just like they're buddies, just fine. Other than that one bit, but this massive break, if we could call it that, their hulking body sort of reminiscent to that of like they seem very similar to Imandolia's armor, which is why kind of the reason he's stunned. And number 7 just doesn't. He's unable to process clearly. He's a robot, and the siren seems to just be trying to mend the wounds of her a friend there. But Hunter would probably say that we were here to free the siren. Right, everyone? Imandolia is like, oh, yeah. The siren. We were here for...
I haven't met any cultists in my lifetime.
Yeah, you've met many.
Any vagabonds, many cultists, right?
Yeah, sure. Of course. There are definitely cultists that follow Adasor's ideals.
I look over at Kuwami. I have a plan.
Yes, I can definitely hear you from like 60 feet away.
I sign it. I have a plan.
Yeah.
It's me making a little finger, then
Tapping your head.
then making a dove. That means I have a plan in my made-up language.
Kuwami does that long gaze stare at you. And just do like a little what? Put her hands on her hips and be like, go on.
So, Mr. GM, what I want to do
What is it?
is I want to if it's okay,
Hmm.
I want to go there acting the part of a cultist, trying to get on his good side so I can get to know him more. Is that all right?
Sure, using your actor feed, you probably have heard actors. I mean, you probably have heard of cultists. Are you choosing an Adisor cultist?
Is there any cultist for him specifically, or can I use him?
Make a history check.
Can I, history check, that's good. So I don't have anything to add to that, which is fine because it's better than a 0 than a negative. So history, there we go. Come on, baby, 13. Hey, that's really good.
You know the cult of the flying one, yes. It is a cult based off of a combination of necromancy and cybernetics. It is a rite of passage to finally invent, whether you're using the extraction of someone's soul or pure intuition and innovation, to create something that can make you fly. But that is the entry point of which you'd have to be part of this cult. So you'd have to pull off something that probably shows off that, oh yeah, my machine broke, or some other nonsense. Is going to be probably a hard sell. But you have heard of these cults, of Beagle the flying one. This individual does not seem to have wings. You're not sure what that means. But they did just make a gun out of this machine that is barely there now.
So Grim, can it float? Can Grim float?
No.
Grim,
It's just a bowling ball.
Grim.
It's not float.
I put on my cloak once more. I put on my mask to lessen the fact that I am, mostly organic. And I attach my gun to my leg so it looks like I have a robotic leg. Is that all right?
Sure.
I have no idea what it's happening.
So I'd like to slowly but surely start to approach the winged one with my new disguise.
That gun that you have, does it have Jezebel on it?
My gun,
Yeah.
Isabel. I have it named here as George.
Yeah, but on the gun itself, does it have written on it Jezebel?
I do believe.
Yeah. Does it do double? Does it do extra damage to the vehicles?
Yes. Now, yeah, it does double damage to
vehicles. Okay. Imandoli hasn't seen it yet, though, so it's all right. Let me take a sip of drink from it.
I put it on my left leg, so when I'm approaching it, Imandoli is on my right side, so you can't see it.
I mean, you wouldn't know if he'd see it or not. Regardless, you're playing off that you're a cultist. You have heard him. You could probably use your active feed for it. What do you say?
Leash, Lord of Darkness, as I approach slowly, my bones crumbling.
What the hell?
My Lord of Cinder, I have waited long to meet your gaze. As I approach slowly, I act the part of having have a limp, I act the part of being a bit broken, Like I do have cybernetics, not good ones, but I do have.
He turns to you, being in a slow manner, almost as if he's been stuck in time and hasn't just caught up yet. But he does look, and his eyes widen. Oh no, though you can see that there's like blank within the eyes. you can tell that there's something witnessing you, at least visually having some kind of perception to you. But regardless, it already knew where you were. It just didn't know what you looked like. You can assume.
Hell yeah.
But it does look at you and it does say, you speak funny words. You speak as if you know me. Do you know me?
Fuck, how do I bullshit this?
Yeah.
Me and my kin, we know of you well, oh fine one.
Yeah,
As I go for a bow, I go for a full kneel.
At that, when you kneel, he kind of raises his neck a bit, kind of feeling a bit elegant in this, gallant in a way. And they say, I remembered. Yes, something like that. You were fervent in receiving my gifts. All of you, you small folk. Are all of you here for gifts? Are you here for Biguin? To help him?
I'm fully kneeling, but I'm sweating. I'm sweating through my mask at this point. I'm just like sweating hard, just hoping they say something to play along and they don't think I'm at. Because I don't think these guys actually saw me here, right? Did any of them see me before I entered as a cultist?
Who's they?
As in these folks right here, the siren.
Yeah, they've noticed you, but they're kind of in their own state. Number 7 is just kind of there. He only has one job, is to protect the siren, and the siren hasn't been attacked, so he's not doing anything. And then Hunter just kind of there, probably have recognized you from the fight. And then Imandolia also sees you. Yeah, they do recognize you coming up here, trying to deceive this individual. They're kind of playing along. They're kind of just like, oh, okay. Really, they look unsure of what to do, regardless.
So I don't think we can win, if you ask me. Considering our average DPR with frequency is like 30 to 60.
So,
But I'm not mid max.
Want to go in the water.
Yes.
So everyone gets in the water and then tries to swim back to through the funnel into the city underwater. Now, Donkz, you're seeing everybody prepare to get into the water, dive in.
Oh, you wet?
My cat body starts to shiver a bit.
What? What's wrong? Bobby turns around, seeing the hesitant Donkz.
I have a couple of weaknesses. One. This is just like a personal thing. One may be water, and the other one may be eggs.
Eggs.
Also, I'm thinking here, so there's 3 layers. We're in the underwater layer, there's the underground, and there's the surface, right?
No, where this underworld, there's the Atlantis, and then there's the ports.
So, I will correct both of you. There is...
I mean, if you look at Atlantis, is like on ports, but it's more like a gateway towards the underworld.
There's the underworld that seems to have a time dilation to an amount that no one can properly prescribe. And then there's the overworld, who shares a time frame with the city underwater, but only because of position, not because of anything else. It is
Yeah, the Atlantis is basically in the overworld.
the entry point to Atlantis is 100% gotta go through through the underworld. Unfortunately, that immediately pushes you out of the underworld and into the overworld because it's just steam vents essentially.
Okay, now I'm confused. What?
It's a bit confusing.
Essentially, um,
Actually,
the several points that lead to the city underwater are all entry points from the underworld. So, effectively, the city underwater must be accessed by visiting the underworld. So, if you guys want to go into the city underwater, you guys can now. If you guys were to go to the overworld, you'd have to do the extra step to go back into the underworld to get to Atlantis. That's just if you guys wish to do that. You don't have to go back to Atlantis. You guys don't really have allegiances there. You can always respawn a homunculus.
I'm processing some words in my brain hole. So we freed the siren, right? The siren's fine now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think what we should do is we should probably go to the surface. There's a bunch of things up there, and I want to. I do believe we can check it out if we want to. Is that right? Should we go to the surface? Is that right with you?
Make that happen.
Danny, what do you think? Going to the surface first time.
I want my ship. I want my ship with sundown. Kui is in there.
So we have an allegiance.
Where's the ship?
Okay, wait. Currently, we're in the time crystal. We went here from from Atlantis. We are trying to get back to Atlantis, but because we are going through from the entryway of the underworld, we are going to be either spotted right out the surface or going back down to the underworld. Both of which we will be completely stranded from each other. So, essentially, wait, no, no, I'm not going back to the underworld, but I don't want to go to the surface yet.
Let's go to Atlantis. Why not?
Yeah, let's just go to Atlantis.
Yeah, that's better.
Let's get the ship and go back to the surface afterwards, right after.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Let's evacuate immediately.
We should also alert the city of Atlantis so that they may contact other people and the news spread that there's a new god of Atasaur, or a new child of Atasaur back in
I imagine that they know about that already.
No, another child of Atasaur. I do believe this one right here just spawned in.
Oh wait, what about the key? That the captain told us to take care of. Wait.
Where's the key?
There's a key in the in Atlantis that is going to need in place for the captain, and he asked us to, or at least requested us to fix it, and we haven't decided on whether or not we should fix it because it's another distraction that's going to lead to another distraction that we're never going to reach this place.
So, Atlantis?
Yep, yes. Atlantis, just for now. Let's go to Atlantis.
Going back to Atlantis, baby. I'll get a bit wet.
Back to the worst place here for me to battle.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Atlantis.
It's funny because it showed me something before it showed me what is really there. So that was creepy. I don't like it at all.
Sure.
But
right.
Can I get Constitution saving throws, please?
Alright, the swim. I'm going to cast guidance on myself.
20.
Oh, nice. Constitution
So
saves.
you want to cast guidance on yourself underwater?
Oh, right. I forgot. I keep forgetting that it requires me to speak.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, never mind. Try to speak.
Like I don't know for the first one. But yeah.
Wait, what the hell is a constitution? You have a 7 constitution? You have a +4 to constitution? That's insane.
So
Alright, barbarian, never mind.
so you guys are pushing along in this thing, even though you're also chugging along, and Hunter has long been gone. Luckily, in lonely waters. In fact, it seems uncanny because you should have arrived to where the entry point to reach Atlantis is. And you haven't met it yet. I need a D100 roll, just one.
You roll it.
But here's a problem:
Daddy.
99 or lower, I win.
Yep.
What?
You heard? You have to roll 100.
Wait, say that again.
Daddy! You win extra roll that.
Okay, I can tell you, I have rolled like 50 D100s in this campaign and the other campaign for almost a year now. I have never rolled a 100 once.
You can do this.
Now's the time. Is either encounter.
believe in you.
Oh, yes.
Boom.
Nice.
All right, I need 2 D100s from Donkz.
Oh, no.
That's for effects that you got earlier. That I forgot to give you. You picked up a pair of
fractions.
Oh, bye bye.
things.
One.
Oh, nice. Hey, nice. Nice.
Let's see. Come on, detriments. Come on. All right, what are we looking at? 53, 69. So, oh, okay. So currently, Donkz, if you wish to speak, you're speaking backwards, but you don't seem to realize this. Every word that is coming out of Donksz's mouth is like stop is pots, no is on, but with the same inflection, so it's like oh, or whatever no would be backwards if you play that backwards, effectively. And Donkz, if you are struck by a melee weapon, they are stuck on you as if you were a mimic. So you have the sticky condition, and you also speak backwards. There's a 15 on my screen.
No fucking down, but you got him.
I don't know why.
Nada do what?
As
I speak to.
And ironically, yeah, she should have been doing that for a while. So I'm not sure how that's gonna run.
Wait, say that again. Wait, say that again. I say that again. I couldn't comprehend what you just said. What? Am I dying?
Maybe.
You know the one condition? Wait, what? Is that a vortex? Oh no, it's a force hydra.
Let's put our characters down. You guys can be a route over here.
Oh wow. Oh, we are still underwater, right?
Mm-hmm.
Under the sea.
Wait, how long can one breathe?
The surface is not far from you. You do see. It's just you have to swim eventually till you see the hole, the gaping hole, and that sort of tries to push you out. But in this, you sort of seem to feel that you are not alone, and there's this massive entity floating behind you, sort of following you. as it wades left and right. Both of you notice this. Your passive perceptions being good enough. What do you guys do?
Wait, what is this thing again?
Hydra.
It seems like
that makes sense.
a massive dragon. It's silhouetted within
Is it
the
moving?
water. It is following you. It is moving with you.
Wait, we're going left?
You are going to the west, yes.
Okay, I swim, but harder.
Okay. You move no further from it, but you do move.
I swim harder, then I swim harder than harder.
Any progression? Every single time
It's stalking
Slowly.
us. It's stalking us.
reaching. And then make insight checks for me. As every time you guys kind of feel it, like it starts getting like a lazy yawn from this monstrosity. And almost as it does that, you guys feel like you're in a much shallower much shallower location than you were before. Almost as if all that progress of swimming was faded away.
Oh
Quico,
no, this is bad.
could you make a nature check?
I did. I made a 20 and Manny did a 15.
Oh, yeah, that was insight. Could you make a nature check for me, please?
The lion fears the honey badger.
You know, if you asked this of Quico, she would have had a higher number than Kuwami. Just say.
Yeah, she's not here.
Oh no! Manny, please.
Given your insight check.
I give him an action. I give him a help action.
Hold on. Hold on. Low rolls aren't immediate failures. Given your insight checks, this thing may not be malevolent, but it is definitely impeding you. It is definitely in your way while not physically blocking you. It is halting you somehow. You get that for sure, Kuwami. But Donkz, you have the sense of it as well, as you don't want to be here any longer than necessary, and you were told that this is the route to get into the gaping hole that reaches into the underworld. I mean, through the underworld and into the city of Atlantis, which gets you to where the ship is that Kuwami seems so obsessed with. And as you seem to be continuously pushing on in this, please make new checks, new constitution saves. It is clear that this creature of a Fey type is definitely in your way, definitely keeping you from reaching the point in which you need to access. Maybe taking advantage since you are the slower ones. Maybe you're a meal to it. This is what Donkz thinks. Kuwami, you know a little better. You know it's not going to eat you, but it's definitely in your way. But you also learn one more thing, Kuwami. You know that this thing has to be bartered, destroyed, or pleased in a way. This thing is old Fey. It is beyond recognition, but there are tales about him, especially ones that were from. There's this small sect of people that both of you may have come across in your time, specifically since you guys are from out of this system. The system itself that we're in is called Zero. In the system Zero, it's most run amok by pirates, which was cleaned up a bit by the alliance. The
Wait,
pri-
it's far.
the primary planet in this system is called Port, and in this, everyone is aware that Port is where many, if not most, all elves are from. But a lot of them, thousands of years, 1,000 years ago, have left this planet in fear of subjugation of some degree from Adasor, and found their way eventually to different systems, or bumped into a barge that was returning from a long deep space mission, or and integrated with society. These people are essentially what brought you the knowledge for you to know that this thing is a pretty old Fey god, more to the degree of, and I want to say, yes, a familiar to Fierro.
What is Fiat?
Fierro, essentially the other half of Ayala.
Oh wait, have I written that before?
You've
I
read
don't
this.
think I have.
You've read this in your travels in Aeon. This is what this would have been the international studies that you probably paid somewhat attention to. It needs to be destroyed, bartered with, or pleased somehow. It will not let you pass other than that. That is from your nature check. Your insight 20 gives you the accessibility to the nature check. You wouldn't have had that information otherwise. But you have only that information, unfortunately. So it seems that swimming maybe, yeah, is not beneficial to you guys. You guys are gonna eventually start taking hits on the Constitution saves. You have been swimming for maybe the last, I want to say, I don't know, what's your guys' patience? It probably took you like 40 minutes, Kuwami, to get out of the water when you learned that you couldn't breathe anymore. At this point, this is the reason you keep seeing the surface, and I emulated that is specifically because you guys need the air, and you know that it's far from the beach, and the beach, you keep looking back, it's still pretty close. It's not far. You are being pulled away from something. You're being manipulated somehow. You're not sure how, but something's amiss.
Okay, so basically, to summarize the entire thing, we try to swim back to the surface, but we ain't making progress because a Hydra, or otherwise known as an old Fey god, is stopping our progress for the sake of something we don't understand yet, but the only way to progress is to please it or to destroy it.
Or barter.
Oh, brother, yes, of course. We can definitely beat our Fey god. Which is like another half of Ayala? No way. Okay, so how do we communicate if we can't talk?
Look, maybe I'm here, but I'm here.
Wait, I have an idea. Okay, wait, I have never thought about this, but can I use my crystal to make like metal-sized words, like in the water?
You do a letter at a time.
Like a word at a time?
I would say
Maybe like a slate, like a blank slate, and I just carve words in the middle of it. Like, what do you want from us?
Okay. I mean, you could just like swim up to the surface, which is like 5 feet away, and then just ask.
I mean, you just told us that we can't get to the surface.
The surface is right there. The reason you can see the surface is because you require it for breathing. You keep having to dip up to look down to find the gaping hole. To dip up again because you couldn't find it, and then back down. And Constitution saves again. And then back up to breathe, to back down to search.
Wait, we're going down?
Yeah, you guys are trying to go in the water, but you guys have to find the spouts that spit you out. None of you have swimming speeds.
Oh, Kuriko, why the hell are you not here? Anyway, then I'm just trying. I mean, I still use the slate and then try and go up to the Hydra like cautiously. Like, what do you want from us?
Okay. It sort of looks to you and yeah, it'll sort of rush the water towards you, and you're feeling like ripples sort of center everybody. And with speed, you guys are swimming, kind of just like following it. And every couple feet that you guys every couple 100 feet you guys go in quick succession. By the way, it approaches you slowly, and in reaching just in the middle, and you guys see that you guys are in a different set of shallows. It kind of feels awkward now. You guys kind of might be in the opposite direction. Bless you. And as you are away from the island in which you saw where the pillars were, where you once noticed this Bigoim, the flying one, there is this receding of the water, and you're pushed out almost as if shunted away from the waves, away from the ocean, as if you don't belong. And boom, all of you are right there. What did I do? 100 yards for every 2 seconds, and I need you guys to make one more Constitution save, as you guys have been essentially tidal waved into a different area in this place. And that's 2 con saves for Kuwiko. I mean, for Kuwami, by the way, because I see that Donkz made his, but Kuwami didn't. Hey, it's con save day.
It's con save day.
Well,
Whoa,
nice.
Yeah, you're good. What about Donkz?
Finally.
Don't roll
That's
under
where all my
15.
luck went.
Come on, roll under 15. Come on.
Yeah. Let's go.
Give me one. Winner, chicken dinner. All right.
I might have to go with 10-ish minutes.
Yeah, we'll close it up right now then. Roll your con save.
Manny, you roll in positive.
Alright, sure.
You guys can see that Imandolia is Imandolia
Nice.
is floating in the air, having curiously avoided this thing, and is going to reach you guys in a bit, but you see the thing kind of look at you, almost as if you have taken something from it, and it speaks with this low guttural voice, and it says, 3 keys to enter thee. Do you possess them?
Wait, say that again.
It says 3 keys to enter thee. Do you possess them?
Well, Kuiko does, but I don't.
Well, I guess that's we're gonna.
Yeah, that's what we're going to have. What keys? Which is it the keys that we're collecting, or is it another metaphorical key?
You don't know.
By sake.
You don't know.
Like, is it the key of your heart? The
Oh,
heart of
no.
hearts.
The heart
No,
of
no,
hearts.
And the heart of God.
All right.
I gotta go now. Again.
Excellent.
It's dinner time.
This was great. Thank you for playing. You
So many plot twists.
you barely won that fight, man. You barely.
Do I get any money out of it? Can I get some money out of it?
Yeah. Unfortunately, you got played by Kundra and Simiaris. They kind of left with your pot, my friend.
What? No.
Yeah.
You fucking robbed me.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
But talk to Erlats. He hasn't given you the because there's you get a pot from the gambling, but then you also get paid for the fight. But the pot is separate. Great game. Good job. You guys defeated Imandolia.